Dave here with another Super Dave review. This is a Super Dave special review. Super Dave here with another exciting review, and this time one by Ramen toys, like ramen noodles. It's exciting because this is the Rev 4 Recoil Ramen Toys Economical Van. The Ramen Economical Van, aka A-Team Van, or B.A. Baracus Van. I pity the fool that put a scratch on my van. I'm telling you, I've been looking forward to this one. So let's go over here in this G.I. Joe type headquarters scene of extreme sets and check out our A-Team Van. Yo, the freaking Joe, just take a look at this mammoth vehicle. It's looking amazing. And again, it's the Rev 4 Recoil Ramen Economical Van. And man, I tell you, Ramen Toys is really outdoing themselves. 14 and up. There's the Ramen Toys logo there. And let's just give it a spin. We know what this is, don't we? I mean, it's the number 4 in this line. And let's go ahead and look at the features of the Recoil. The Rev Ramen Economical Van is a 1/12 scale vehicle model for 6-inch action figures made for collectors who wish to complement their collection with a van that can accommodate a driver, a passenger, plus a large volume of cargo space. Features rolling wheels with rubber tires, front wheels that pivot, 5 opening doors, driver, passenger side doors, and opening rear doors, and that's sliding doors, that is. Seats also features movable armrests along with movable steering wheel. The Rev Recoil is also equipped with magnetic points that accept add-on parts. Just take a look at this. Detailed interior, functioning doors, magnetic points, upgrade kits. So freaking cool. I think we got one more side. It looks like just some explosions going on there. Let's see what's on the bottom. It just says Rev 4 with Ramen Toys down there with some legalese and a little QR code. But that's it. All right, it's time to break it open. And the first thing we do to open this box is from the ends. And of course, we just lift up these flaps, and it even got like a little pull place. So let's go ahead and pull that. And when you pull that, it pulls right out. And what you have is an actual foam casing that goes all the way around the vehicle. That is just so epic. Wow. Okay. And then you have these puzzle piece type parts that just pop loose. So there's the foam lid, and look what's inside. There's the beast itself. And I think we'll just be able to, it's got plastic all around it. I'm going to have to use both hands here. Lifting it right out and setting it down. Let's go ahead and get the plastic off of it. And when we lift it out and set it to the side, here is what we have at the base. And the wheels are so far apart, it wouldn't even go on my widest Lazy Susan. So I'm using this felt to kind of hold it in place a little bit. But there are the doors, the sliding door on this side. You can see the red hubcaps. You can see it's got all the original lighting areas with that, like I called it the check mark kind of thing off to the side here. You got silver handles. These are the doors. Now, when I opened this, I had a pack on the inside, and this is our upgrade pack that comes with the Rev 4. So we're going to do that. And of course, you can see on this side, it's a solid panel with the check mark type thing there. And let's go ahead and spin it all the way around here and just see. Of course, I'm missing the windows here, so let's go ahead and open this door here, looking so cool. Oh, look at all the detail, even the speakers, the thing to roll down the window. Yep, everything's there. Let's take a look at the inside here. All the gear shifts, the air, vents, pedals down there. See the speedometer. And it mentioned that the armrests fold down, and it did. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. So let's go ahead and open up this pack here and see what's inside, because I'm sure that's what's going to be the parts that go on top and on the sides here, and see the mufflers coming out the side here. And I was going to show you the front one more time. Look at the windshield wipers and the grille. And these are not stickers. Those are plastic, translucent light covers with like a foil behind it. Of course, you got your turn signal lighting type things here. So let's go ahead and see what is inside of the white bag here. All right, so we've got this hooded part that goes up there with the riding lights, and you see the magnets that are installed on the underneath, so those will pop in place. Here's our side mirrors, which have like a actual mirror type image sticker on the inside, and those should pop in place. Here's our grille that will go on the front. That should pop in place. Here's our spoiler that will also magnetically attach to the top. You see the magnets. So that should be able to go in place. And then I'm not sure exactly what this is, unless it's a thing to arm the front for when the A-Team would go into battle and they could actually put it over the windshield. But I'll see. That may not be where that goes. I'm not sure. But we'll see where this piece goes, because this is also got, so yep, I believe it is, because look, it even has the spots cut out for the windshield wipers to go, yep, over that. So that must be a cover, yep, for the windshield for when they're going into battle, and you can still see through it. That's cool. So those are vents you can see in there. How about that? That's pretty neat. I remember when they would go into battle, and BA would turn the A-Team van into almost like a tank sometime, using his engineering abilities. And just in case you were wondering, yes, this is a gray color with a accent of black below it, just like the original van. So you have kind of a gray, a gunmetal gray, a dark gray, and then the black. So that is the way it really was. It didn't always appear that way. Sometimes it looked solid black, but that is just nice. Nice touch. All right, so the mirrors pop nicely in place there, right on each side. And now let's go ahead and put the grille on the front here. So we've got the grille, and you see the little magnets that are in there. Corresponding magnets, of course. So let's go ahead. One of my magnets was not in place, so I had to glue it in. That's okay, that's an easy fix. But it pops right on there magnetically. Let's go ahead and move this up here and go ahead and affix this hooded piece. So you got a sunroof, and this kind of, let's see how it's going to fit. There you go. It fit right on there. It magnetically attaches right to it. Let's go ahead and turn it so we can get, it's so long, it won't fit on my Lazy Susan. I was trying to, all right, and then last but not least, this awesome spoiler. Let's see which way it goes. Is it that way? Or is it? It's not that way because it's repelling, I think. So it must be that way. Yep, there we go. So there you have. You got the A-Team van ready to go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move this Lazy Susan because it's just not working. All right, I think I found a better way to prop it up here and still use the Lazy Susan. I just put a piece underneath and then put that way it just kind of rests in the center of the pivot of the truck. Now I will say, to me, and I'm just being nitpicky, it does look a little long. I don't think the A-Team van was quite this length. I appreciate the length as far as, you know, storage and cargo space, but it was a little bit more, I don't know, and I'll show you some pictures, but it was a little bit more chubby, if you will. All right, let's go ahead and get a quick measurement here from bumper to bumper. You're looking at 18 inches from bumper to bumper. That's how long it is. And then let's go ahead and turn it around and show you that from edge to edge. Use the hood. It's almost 7 inches, maybe not quite 7 inches. From side mirrors to side mirrors, you're at 8.5 inches. So yep, that's the width and length. Let's see how tall it is. We'll go back there to the spoiler. And at the spoiler, you're right at 8 inches tall. At those lights, you're right at 8 inches. And if you were to measure to the top of the van, you're right at just a hair over 7 inches. And, you know, we'll put BA next to him here. He's pretty much just a little bit more than 6 inches tall. You can see that. But you can see there's plenty of space up in here. It's really good. Even has the corrugated metal look to it on the floor. You see the tire wells there. So that's really neat. Really nice clear windshields there. Nice durability. You can put a lot back here for sure. And close that back. Can continue to turn around. You see the brake lights. You see the hubcaps. Again, the exhaust. And then we come to this. Let's check this out. I'm curious to see how this is going to work exactly. Let's see. I don't know if I can do it one-handed. I don't know if we're going to need to use... There we go. Kind of pop it out. Reach around and pop it out, and then it'll slide back. And you can see the little armrests. As we say that, those will go up and down. So yeah, you just reach around here and just kind of pop the door out. And then you can get it to slide. And it slides right here along this groove at the top, which is nice. That way it didn't break up back here. You know, like most fans usually have it, I think, back here, the sliding rail. But they put the sliding rail up in there. So that's pretty nice. And again, there's plenty of room in there. You can adjust the armrests on both of these. I don't think that they're adjustable as far as on the floor, like ability to slide back or anything. Nope. And you see there's even a guiding rail in the floor here, kind of like you'd see in a van. So it guides at the bottom on the inside and guides at the top on the outside. And then you can just pop that in place very nicely. So it's a very nice functional door there. And it meets back into its place there. And it looks good. Looks really nice. Go ahead and close this door back. Nice shiny doorknobs. Really cool. Now, there's another thing that I know many of you want to see. And unfortunately, and it's just as disappointing to me as it will be to you. But I'm going to go ahead and show you now our B.A. Baracus Mr. T right now. Alright, so here is my BA that I used by taking the WWE Deluxe that Target did, their head. There's the actual body and butt that he came with, the WWE Deluxe figure. There's the other head. But I took this head and his accessories, of course his gold, and put it on a Roadblock body, G.I. Joe Roadblock, except I had to take the hands because Roadblock had gloves on, so I had to take his hands. They're a little bit different color in this lighting, you can tell. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. If you open up the door there, and you try to put your BA in there, because this is supposed to be a van that is designed for 1/12 scale figures. The problem is he is not the right size to go in there, unfortunately. You'd have to really crunch him up to even begin to think about getting him inside of there, and that's just very unfortunate. That's a big disappointment. You get him to sit down, I just knocked everything off, even trying to get him in there. Go ahead and put this, well, go ahead and put this back up. These magnets don't hold very good, I will say that. They don't hold the best. It's not, I wish they would kind of pop on instead of just barely hold on. But there you see, BA is not fitting at all. I mean, that's not even close. Not even close. Not even close. I can't get him out. Yeah, that's how he had to bunch up. So yeah, he can't ride in it. But what I will say is that we can at least get some cool pictures with him on the outside. And you know, really, in all intents and purposes, you know, I've knocked down half my figures trying to force him in there. That's the main thing we're going to need, is pictures. And it looks really good right there, doesn't it? I think. So there's BA next to him. Now, what I want to do is I want to check this guy. This is the Action Force Colonel Siege. And I know it's not exact, but hey, he's got gray hair. He's got a cigar. He's got the coat. He's got some cool guns. He's got some cool hands. Why couldn't this be Hannibal? And so that's what I'm pretending. I'm pretending that this is my Hannibal. So let's see if he fits in there. Alright, so you see the Roadblock body that I have the BA Mr. T head on. And you see the Roadblock, which I call him my heavy duty right now, because they're supposed to come out with a heavy duty. And I'm hoping that that heavy duty, which is right there, so there's a picture of him, if his torso and legs are not as tall as the Roadblock, then if he's in the scale of like these other figures. Now Roadblock's tall, but Duke, Snake Eyes, even Chuckles over here, I'll just show you right quick. You see how Sergeant Siege is a lot shorter than BA, and I'm going to call him my Hannibal. He's even got the cigar hanging out of his mouth. He's got the right jacket. Shirt's, different, but hey, that'll be all right. But see, they're more in scale right here, Chuckles and my Hannibal. But Hannibal, and I took this off his legs. He comes with this holster strap type system, and I put the little revolvers that he comes with in there. But they're easy to, this strap is easy to take off of his belt, just unsnaps, then you slide it off his legs. Let me show you the little revolver, and they're really neat looking. You see there's a hole in the bottom, so you could use some effect pieces if you wanted to, if you have some to use. So you have two of those identical, and they'll go in the holster. But because I'm going to be putting him in the van, I don't want that extra, hindrance around his legs. So I think he looks good as a Hannibal. Now I just need a face. I could make Chuckles' face, I guess, and a Murdoch. Yeah, and a Jamie. But maybe they'll do one. But anyway, Hannibal, Sergeant Siege comes with a second head sculpt without a hole in his mouth for the cigar, of course. Pretty much the exact same head sculpt. He comes with 7 sets of hands. I have a set of vertically hinged weapon holding hands, which is really nice. Vertical hinges. Have a horizontal hinged balled up fisted hand, and then a vertically hinged kind of a balled up fisted hand, but it's holding a cigar, and that is locked in. He also comes with another balled up fisted hand, and then these look like they would be ideal for driving, and they're also horizontally hinged. So you've got 7 individual hands, not counting the ones that are on the figure, and these are also vertically hinged. So you have like a trigger finger hand that are vertically hinged. So that's cool. Awesome. And then of course he's got this shotgun as well. Let me get that off so you can kind of see it, let it blending in the background. Got some brown highlights, got a cocking mechanism there. But yep, cool. No hole in the bottom of that or the end of that. So let's go ahead and see if Hannibal will fit inside the A-Team van. And as you can see, Hannibal does fit. Takes a little doing because there's just not a lot of leg room, but he does fit, and you can sit him in behind, under the wheel. Of course, he would fit in the passenger seat fine. The trick is trying to get his feet to like kind of get around the pedals, because there's just not a lot of floorboard, and then underneath that steering wheel. But you can see he's not having to bunch up. His head is upright. He can actually see through the windshield. Now, unfortunately, when you put this on, he's going to have to duck down to see, but that's all right. I mean, that's part of the decor. But yes, our Hannibal will fit. Action Force by Valiverse, Colonel Siege, that I'm dubbing as my Hannibal. Colonel Hannibal, was he Colonel? I think he was a Colonel. I think so. I think Hannibal was a Colonel. Looking good. Looking good. So the A-Team are definitely going to be a part of my G.I. Joe team in my multiverse. All right. Now let's do some comparisons. And here's my clutch with Vamp. And this Vamp, this G.I. Joe Vamp is decked out, pimped out, really, with a whole bunch of awesome gridiron 3D printed gear, which makes it look, in my opinion, 100 times better. I just love it. Love all this gear that he comes with by Gridiron. Not going to be able to get all the way around, and I don't have them on the Lazy Susan because there's just not space. But there there is the Vamp next to the A-Team van, and you can see they pretty much scale good together. Now, remember, these are jumbo tires compared to the ones that even come with it. Okay, so I couldn't remember, but yeah, even these tires are not much smaller. They're a lot bigger than the A-Team van tires. So yeah, this one's going to be raised up, even if you have the regular Vamp tires on there. This is still going to just kind of look bulkier. But yeah, the scale's good. I mean, you can tell this van's kind of dated. It's supposed to be, I think, a GMC body, that van originally. But Clutch looks really good. He's one of my favorite G.I. Joe figures. He's just so well made. I love him. Loved his design and his accessories. And Gridiron is just doing phenomenal. They actually print these things so they pop right on. They have fixed them where they pop on. No magnets needed on these bad boys. And I'm not putting down the magnets. It's just that it's not a tight fit. It's just not a tight fit. Yeah, they're definitely not on there tight. When you start moving around trying to put the figures in, everything's gonna pop right off. I mean, this basically is just sitting on top. If I really wanted it to be permanent, I'd definitely have to glue it because it just slides right off of there. But I'm not complaining. I like the principle. It's just the execution. The magnets are not holding it very tight anywhere on mine. But I love the way it looks. I'm loving having this A-Team van right next to this awesome Vamp. Now let me check out another 1/12 scale vehicle that I got on AliExpress that I got just for my G.I. Joe movie. And if you've not seen it, go check it out. Unclear G.I. Joe stop motion. Not really stop motion. I'm sorry. It's more I don't know what you call it. Just action figure movie. And it is definitely fun. And that's just part 1. I will eventually start filming part 2. But got lots, just so many projects in the works right now. But yeah, looking good. Let's go check out that AliExpress Jeep type RC car that has opening doors. And here is our MN128. It is an RC car. Has the nice shocks. And you can also open the doors on the front and the back. It's a 4-door type Jeep. And the lights do work, turn signal. It's got real rubber tires. You'll pay anywhere from $65 to $90 for this guy. But it's really nice. The only bad part is you think it's bad to get somebody in this 1/12 scale vehicle. The only way to get someone in this one is to remove their legs like this. And I can get him in there as a chauffeur for my movie to have Cobra, you know, shuttle somebody around, but and pretend. But it comes with a battery and the remote control. But this thing is cool, and you can see kind of how it fits in next to this awesome A-Team van. So yeah, they could definitely be in a chase together, or you know, obviously this one's raised up. It's got you can see the shocks under there, really nice. Got the little rack up top to store weapons or whatever, which is cool. But yeah, you can see how neat this looks next to our Ramen Toys Rev Economical van. Cool. And even though we are in G.I. Joe headquarters, let's go ahead and take a look at our A-Team van next to the Cobra Hiss tank. And they're not too far apart on size. Obviously, the Cobra Hiss tank is taller, but they've got the same they've got the same color code for sure. The coloring, but the Hiss tank is just awesome. But yeah, the Hiss tank was a whole lot more expensive than this Ramen Toys A-Team van, the Rev Economical van that has the add-on parts to make it the A-Team van. I'll put it like that. But there you have it. Let's take a look there. Looking amazing. Yep. Awesome. One of the things I'm not sure I showed you, you see how that hand that Colonel Siege comes with? I mean, it looks just like it's really driving. I thought that was cool. That works perfect. Like he's really driving. You could put it in any position at the top or on the side, and it has that vertical hinge, or actually a horizontal hinge, but it still looks like he's driving. So I thought that was pretty cool. And like I said, I can put Hannibal. He fits good in this side, but I wanted to be able to show you this right quick. I'm going to pop up in this door. And let's go ahead and slide back this door and show you that Chuckles sits in that back seat just fine. And I could have put him in the seat next to it, but you can see that he's looking good there. Works perfect. It's, you know, the clearance, I mean, his head's touching the roof. There's not a lot of clearance for the feet or for the head. And G.I. Joes are not the biggest figures in the bunch. They may be a little bit smaller than, or larger than SH Figure Arts. And it's making me wonder if, because, you know, Ramen Toys, they don't make like tiny figures. If you look at Battlestar, is it Battlestar? The cowboy thing. You look at their mask figures, some of the other stuff. Their 1/12 scale is pretty beefy. They're not going to fit in this. So if they, and even the stuff that went with Top Gun, I don't think would fit in this. But I don't have any of those to check. You'd have to go and see a review on those, see how they measure up against G.I. Joe figures. But Chuckles is on on the smaller end of figures, and he barely gets in there. You have to definitely, you know, bunch him in, and his head's touching the top. But it does look good, and it fits. So that's the good thing. So, yep, you could definitely, if you wanted to make Chuckles face man, you could definitely do that. Let me go ahead and turn this around right quick because I want to show you something else before we go. Let's open the back here. Just check this out. You can even put Breaker's motorcycle, even with the machine gun attached, right inside of there. Check this out. The full thing will go in there very easily, even with some clearance at the top. Check that out. Isn't that cool? So yeah, you could definitely, you could have somebody jumping out the van, they'd take their head off, but you could have them unload it and then go with it. But yeah, you can put the motorcycle, the G.I. Joe motorcycle that came with Breaker, you can put it back there. There's plenty of room. And, you know, you could also do some cool things like some crates, like from our Extreme Sets crates. These are some of the smaller ones, but you could definitely pack them back there, which would look cool. But also, if you have that, like, 80s Batman type Batcave computer-like system. Check this out. You know, the old 80s vans where they'd sit, they'd have computers. I'd have to get a flashlight, but you can see it back there. You could deck this thing out, not with some of the larger pieces, but some of the smaller pieces like this. Even straddle that tire and have them sitting back there working on the computer. You could technically, even if you've got one of the desks, I got that on AliExpress. I got this desk from Hobby Lobby and painted it. I may have gotten that desk from Amazon, I'm not sure. But I'm just saying. You can see I did a sloppy job painting it silver. It's really showing right there. But anyway, you could put a desk and a computer back there and have like a little, you know, spy system where they parked on the side of the road and were, you know, doing espionage or some FBI work or whatever. So, I mean, that back end is full of potential and exciting, you know, little cool things. Basically, it's up to your imagination, right? What you want to do. It's cool. Get that out of there and show you. I've got some more pieces of that somewhere. You could even put some stickers on the wall in there if you had some computer-like stickers you could print out or find. Deck that thing out. Make it look like it's an inside, a black van parked on the side doing some espionage. Yeah, cool. But yep, you're definitely ready to put whatever you need. Your weapons, you know, have some stuff rigged up back there like BA used to do. You can even print out a blue type California license tag to put in there. Soldiers of Mercy, I don't know. Which, you know, vigilante, or I don't know, whatever you want to put back there. But that would be cool. Plenty of space. And then one of the things we didn't look at much, I'll show you one more time, came with that shield, that armored shield. So you could deck out the 18 van and have it armored, bulletproof, but they could still see through it, the visors. But see, there's the cutouts for the windshield wipers. And there we have it. Thank you so much for joining us for this Super Dave review. It's been a lot of fun. Hope to see you next time. Come back and see us as we're getting ready to review the Ultimates Light Up Eyes Lion-O by Super 7. Excited about doing that review right in front, or at least with it in the backdrop. Our cat's lair. So fun, so cool. It's a wonderful time to be a toy collector. Hope to see you again soon. Be blessed. Here's some photos in the photo gallery.